Okay, we're on site at Elite Turf Supply headquarters here in Utah. Thanks for coming in. What I want to do right now is basically kind of go over Turf 101 in terms of assuming that you've never seen turf samples in your life, which is the case most often for your customers. When you see your sample box or when you get your samples from your supplier, the obvious and first thing that you're going to notice is the different shades of color, which is, important when deciding what turf to go with. But there's a few other things that you need to know, and we're going to talk through them right now. Things that go into why are certain turfs taller than the other. Some of them are heavier than others. The blade structures even vary. And so knowing those things and what makes them different will help you decide what works best for you when installing, but also for the customer. Okay, so the first and most obvious one is the color. And that might be the thing that they care most about. Pick whatever color they want. But more often than not, the customer is going to have a particular need. Is it for a front yard? Is it for a backyard? Do they have a pet? Is this meant for hosting parties? Those are things to understand so that we can in turn pick the turf that's going to work best for them in the application. We want to talk about which blade structure is actually going to hold and work best with that. Common in the turf industry, you're going to see different blade shapes like a C blade, a W blade, an Omega blade. Really what they're going to identify for you is which is going to work best for the type of application. As a disclaimer, every turf supplier is going to carry different types of products for different and various reasons. What I want to walk you through are some of the ones that we carry and why we like them for these applications. Our Elite Tri-93. Why do we call it Tri-93? Well, there happens to be 3 different blade structures within it. We have a diamond blade, we have a W blade, as well as a C blade. Now combining those, it could be meant for a whole slew of different applications. So we find this being one of our more popular turfs that could go in a front yard, a backyard, or really be used for anything. So I've talked a little bit about blade shapes. So what does that exactly mean? If you were to take a top-down view and look at this turf, for example, which is our Elite 108, you're going to notice that at the very tip, it's formed in the shape of a W. Now, envision with me for a second that if you were to fold a piece of paper in the shape of a W, and as you were to press down on it, it's probably going to resist or feel a little bit more firm comparatively if you were to form it in the shape of a C. It's the top-down view that when talking about a W, a C, or an S, they're going to feel a little differently. They're also meant for different applications. So a common question I receive is, does weight matter when picking the turf? There could be a lot of different answers for this. I'll try to explain it the best way I can to help you make the best and most educated decision. So in my hand, I have our Elite 53. It's a 50-ounce product. In this hand, we have our Elite 130. It's right around 130 ounces per square foot. In terms of quality, nothing differs in terms of quality. They carry the same warranty, but what you get in weight, there's a few things that come with it. One, an additional cost. The reason, as I show you this one, is being that it is 130 ounces, it's more dense, it's more lush. And for your customer, maybe that's what they're looking for, and that's where I would push them this product. If you're dealing with somebody on a budget, maybe this isn't the option, because the more weight associated with the product, the more you will have to pay in terms of accessories, right? For us, and I'll just speak candidly with you, that more often than not, the products that move the best for us find themselves right in the middle tier, right? We carry 1.5 inches, we carry 1.75 inches, we carry 2-inch products, but more often than not, we find people that are right in the middle, going with something that's 1.75 inches, and then depending on what their application is, we can go with a W blade, a C blade, an S blade, or it could just go off of personal appearance. The most important thing though, is for you to understand why weight matters, what blades are meant for different applications to inform the customer and win the job. Let's move on to infill. So hopefully by now we've identified which turf you may want to select or show to the customer. But a part of every install, we need to understand what infill is and the part it plays in an installation. Why infill is needed when you're completing a job, the infill is going to cover the backing to not leave it exposed. Obviously, leaving that exposed is going to increase temperature, but it's also to support those blades so that they're standing tall as if it looks like it was installed just yesterday. So typically for a shorter pile height turf, you might be around 1 pound per square foot. For something that's 2 inches or higher, you're going to be around 2 pounds or maybe 2.5 pounds. Each turf is going to take different amounts of infill. Every supplier is going to have their own personal preferences and opinions on what types of infill they like to sell. I can only speak on what we like to use. So here at Elite Turf Supply, we're partners with EnviroFill, which we feel is the best of the best. We also carry just plain silica sand. So understanding why you might use one or the other is very important. In the case of EnviroFill, as you can see, it's green. What it is, it's a coated antimicrobial, antibacterial infill that typically we're using for every job. Why? Because if there ever was a pet, that were to go on the yard, perhaps go to the bathroom, this will allow it to pass without leaving an odor. But we like to think of this as the best of the best. There are other coated infills out in the market, and I would suggest that you find what works best for you. Another alternative that you might consider when doing an install is just plain silica sand. Sometimes, and it's common in our workplace, that customers might be hounding you on price. While this is a non-coated infill, it also is a little bit cheaper. So I might recommend this when you're doing a yard that doesn't have a pet, there are no kids, and using something like just plain silica sand will get the job done. Mainly, you want to get the turf and the infill right. From there, different accessories, from your glue to your nails, all of those things can vary. Just to touch on nails, right? We carry different types. Whether you're a fan of galvanized nails, which will not rust, or whether you're a fan of common nails that will rust, both options are great. We like to use commons because they will rust into the ground. In our opinion, it'll hold better over time. But if you're a fan of galvanized, those are options too, and we have tons of customers who go with them. In summary, what I'd like to say is having the right supplier as a resource is very important. Whether that's Elite Turf Supply or whether that's somebody in your area, the key is to have answers to the questions. And it's been said there are how many different ways to skin a cat? There are that many ways to do a proper install. Making sure that you know what turf is to be used for, their applications, is key. If you have any questions about what might work best for this or what accessories should be done for this project, call us or call your supplier. We can help walk you through anything.